I was on a podcast recently with an entrepreneur named Petros. He owns a gym, 700 different franchises of gyms that he owns. Absolute stud of a guy. And he's one of these guys that actually knows how business works, and he's good at what he's doing. Very authentic, very open about his mistakes, flaws, all these things he's doing. He asked me a question. He says, what do you think about the market crash? I said, I can't wait for it. He says, what do you mean? I said, I honestly can't wait for it. Why do you say you can't wait for it? It's going to hurt a lot of people. Well, what do you mean you can't wait for the market crash? I said, first of all, it's inevitable. And every time market crash happens, wealth is made by those who are prepared for it. What do you mean? Go a little deeper. Listen, Mickey Mantle's baseball card, PSA 10, 1952, was just bought for $12 million. Now, I think that guy that bought it for $12 million, if a major market crash happens, he's in need for cash. Not a lot of people have cash. And say I'm sitting on $60 million of cash, and I go up to him and say, I'll give you $3 million. I won't take you for $3 million. I paid $12 million. I said, I'm giving you cash right now. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, do $4.2 million. Okay, $4 million, I'll give it to you. $4 million, $12 million. I wait 5 years. 10 years, market comes back up. I sell that $12 million Mickey Mantle car for $24 million. I spend $4 million to $24 million. That's 6x my money because I had cash, right? When the market crashes, homes are on sale. Well, like right now, I'm in Plano, I'm in Dallas. Everybody thinks, oh my gosh, housing in Texas is so cheap. Everybody wants to say that. 20 years ago it was. Today, it's the same price as LA. I'm telling you right now. Home pricing in Texas is the same as in LA. If you're living in Plano, Highland Park, those types of communities, you're looking, they just sold the house in Dallas for like 30, 40, $50 million. Dallas, Texas, the most expensive house, the biggest house in America was just on sale in Dallas, $175 million. What are these things? It's a little overpriced, right? So you got to be sitting on cash because some of the guys that spent $12 million on a house and he put all his money into it, the market crashes, he doesn't have the cash. He has to sell that house for $4.2 million. $3.8 million. And the person who can capitalize on that opportunity is the one that has cash. By the way, some people say, Pat, that's cold. That's cruel. That's not fair. Isn't that why capitalism's so ugly? No. It's greed for the person that wasn't prepared for a market crash. That person deserves everything they get. It's greed, the fact that the person thought the market's always going to go up. 9 years straight we've been in the positive. How are you not prepared for it? You became too irrational, too confident, too optimistic, lost paranoia. Your stomach got too big, so you start kind of paying attention to everything. The reason why I'm making this video is for you to be aware that when this happens, you need cash. And my recommendation is 15 to 25% cash. Not a lot of people agree with that number. I agree with that number. It's worked for me. Here's what I mean by it. You got $1 million right now in mutual funds, stocks, bonds, real estate. Just make sure you got somewhere between $150,000 to $250,000 in cash today.